Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to Week 2 Fenworks North Dakota Valorant action. I am your host, Skeptor, and joining me on the broadcast, Brooklyn. Welcome back. Welcome to Week 2.
It's exciting to be here. Week two should be very interesting. All of these weeks should be because it's going to be very cutthroat because only 8 teams going to state. So
You are
one
right.
match can one match could switch it all up.
Yeah, I mean, week by week, you don't pay as close of attention to it at the beginning of the weeks, but like as they progress, each week becomes more and more like crucial, right? Like each team is kind of fighting for these 8 spots that are at state. I mean, it's kind of what everybody plays for, so surely it should be a dogfight here tonight on. I believe we're going to Haven. Both of these squads, we did see West Fargo United last week. They fell to Harvey. So looking for their redemption match tonight, taking on NCHS Lockbox, who is also 0-1. So the good news, Brooklyn, is one team will find their first win of the season tonight. And the bad news is one team will still be at that donut come the night's end.
Yeah, they are both sitting at pretty decent ranks as of right now. I think I'm not 100% sure, but um, West Fargo's kind of in the mid range right now, so it'll definitely help them out a lot if they won this game tonight. It'll boost them up a whole lot for sure.
Agreed. I mean, at the end of the day, the sound of going 500 on your record compared to still being at the zeros across the board is no bueno. So I think both these teams should be very hungry coming into the game tonight. If we are going to Haven, which I believe is true, it's a very basic map. I mean, it's been out since the dawn of time, right? Like everybody knows
Yep.
Haven. So both teams should feel comfortable, right? We kind of said the same thing on last week's bind matchup. So we'll see what we have in store as we get into Agent Select here, folks. Appreciate you joining us. And yeah, looking forward to what we have in store tonight. NCHS Lockbox taking on West Fargo United Varsity.
Right away we got an Omen pick for West Fargo. Seems like West Fargo's locking pretty fast on who they're playing.
Yeah, I mean, we have Chamber on both sides of the coin here. So honestly, to me, it's not too far out of the box, but not your ordinary to see both teams opting for the Chamber route. So we'll have to see
Yeah.
if the sharpshooting Frenchmen are on par for tonight's matchup.
Chambers definitely a interesting pick. I personally wouldn't go for the Chamber pick, but
We have some low account levels too. My goodness.
level 9, 18, yeah.
It's 19. Like we have some players that are learning the ropes. Okay. I'm for
They're
it.
getting close to comp levels. Should
Or
be
they
interesting.
yeah, or they're just not on their main account. But
True, true.
I don't think that's like usually the case. So we'll have to see what we have in store here.
Well, I know a few people that'll make new accounts for the esports season just to be like make the opponents
Funny
be like,
name
"Oh,
or something.
this should be an
Oh,
easy game."
yeah, kind of trying to hide the true face of the level of player you could be, kind of
Yeah.
thing. Okay, could be a thing. We have who do we have on? We have West Fargo starting out on the attack, or is that flip flop? Yeah,
West
no, that's
Fargo is on
correct.
attack.
Yep. Okay. And CHS Lockbox starting out on the defense side of things. Haven traditionally being an attacker favored map just due to the three nature of the 3 sites, the
The
ability to
three
kind
sites
of
is hard.
it's hard to defend, right? Usually defenders kind of have to have a game plan of what area of the map they kind of want to take space and control of. And meanwhile, attackers are kind of always on that prowl. It's Super
Super fast
Hippo
pick.
opening it up early there.
Gonna blind so they
Nice
can enter into
start.
site.
Yep.
They're
Flooding
gonna
through
clear back
quickly.
site.
Good shot from Hippo, finding 2 on the round. Now it's a 5-on-3, so defenders in
Spike
a little bit of
planted.
a tricky position. player at C-Link. Harbor will go down. Nice
enemy
headshot.
remaining.
Super
We're looking
Hippo
at
is
an
taking
ace.
down everyone. On for the ace.
Is he gonna
It's
be able to
just
find that
morphs.
last?
Super Hippo's hunting.
Walking into
He
each other.
smells them.
Ace.
And
The
that's going to be the
ace off the bat is insane from Super Hippo.
I mean, somebody was in that range or playing death matches up until the moment of getting into this one. Super Hippo coming in super hot to start out this match on Haven. Really good look, though, from West Fargo.
Off to a
And
very
Super
strong
Hippo,
start.
especially. Alrighty, sights being set towards the seaside of the map. We have 2 defenders at home right now. So should be able to make this somewhat of a difficult entry here for the attackers. Soba sending in the recon. Jet up close, Bulldog in hand. Flood is inevitable. And it's Super Hippo continuing to add to the tally. Finally, Jet will
Clearing all backside.
aid his efforts.
Really like the way they're playing
Spike
this.
planted.
Spike planted.
It was a clean entry for sure. Good util usage. Peeking off of it. Now kind of a little bit of a double hold on the CT.
The
One
chamber
defender on the
flanking.
flank. They spotted him on the trip,
Ooh.
so it's not going to be good.
Pick.
Last 2 defenders towards CT here, and it should be an easy cleanup. They heard the ISO shield go. Now the wall coming
Last
through.
player standing.
Jet puts him
Smoking to
down.
make space.
Brimmy, not going to
Unable
happen.
to get one.
Clean start here for West Fargo.
Honestly, West Fargo's been playing this very well. Let's see if NCHS is able to bring it back.
I think, so defending side, we see a Spectre here for the Brimstone. So we know at least one defender not going to be on that full rifle buy. And that could be pivotal in the efforts. Wait a second. 4
Very-
Spectres and a Ghost.
Where
It's an atrocious buy.
Very interesting buy from
Okay.
them for sure.
Well, that means they forced up on that defense round. They must have had some better weaponry. Maybe a couple
Yeah.
SMGs and some pistols. We'll see what it mounts to on this round number 3, but it
Super
doesn't
droning
sound
to-
good.
To clear out sight.
Berserk
Didn't
up
see
first,
the
swings
3
into
that are on
3.
site, gets an insane pick.
Okay.
That's 2 for
Shooting
Jet.
gallery. Berserk
Wow.
living up to the name.
Finds
find
the
a third
third.
as
Are
well.
we gonna see another ace?
Nah,
No,
Super Hippo
Super.
denies. He's got to get his, you know. Jet, ooh, does not clear close right. Pays the price. Dizzy out. Will blind 1 close. Gecko on the swing. Will get taken care of. And it's a clean 3-0 start. West Fargo United wasting no time to get up early in this one. So defenders now should be on their first full rifle round, I'd say.
I don't know after that buy. It looked like they were a little
Or
rough
were they still
on the
short?
cash.
I mean, I thought they were saving enough to at least buy on this round here, but I guess we'll see.
I have no idea.
It is a mystery. So we're looking to recon towards garage. Nobody home at the garage
Looks like
position.
they're trying to default just a little bit with Jet holding C.
Chambers got the headhunter out on defense here, front B, so it might not be the best of buys. Jet will find one with the op for the side of the attackers. That leaves the C site very vulnerable.
Their chamber,
Chamber pushed
pushing
it bottom
out.
mid though.
Could he get a pick?
He saw the shoulder. Will take
That's
down the opper.
one.
Sticking around. Here's the footsteps. Attackers
Another
opting to speed
pushing
up
onto
A.
A.
Deploying drone.
Defenders nowhere in sight really for this play.
So we're
Gonna
gonna
have to
drone
fully
out
rotate
just to
in.
double check. And they've got smokes blocking off each entry. Which gives them
Defenders still
basically
not
a
rotating.
free plant.
We'll see here, Super Hippo holding close
Chamber
for his
trying to
chamber.
flank. He has that op. Oh, and he's not gonna clear the corners.
Revealing area.
He's gonna dart just to double check.
Ooh, Omen
Oh.
up close. Gecko not ready for it. Stem
Foul
beacon now.
timing.
Okay. Attackers all off site.
Take site back.
Last player standing.
They weren't ready for the omen.
Not enough.
Oh. He's just gonna have to try and run and save the gun. Ooh. West Fargo's definitely off to a very strong start, but I do feel like since this is such an attacker-sided map that we should see some switching up afterwards or after swap.
I mean, defenders are in a tough spot. We have an op coming out, 2 Vandals and 2 Spectres. So defenders really need to get something going in their favor, and I think it's got to be right now. Otherwise, the margin and the credit count is just going to be insurmountable for these defenders to kind of reclaim and regain a footing into this one. We see 5 attackers approaching C long immediately. Sniper camera spots them. Gecko dead to rights in this corner, will go down.
Multiple swinging him.
Good flash, clear. Berserk Enjoyer will take down the flanking Harbor. And now
planted.
a 5-on-3 ensues. Defenders in a very, very difficult spot now, Brooklyn.
Yeah, 100%. I feel like this could flip over pretty easily just because their omen is low. And they are on a better buy right now, so there's always potential.
We'll see here. Defenders might
Playing
even
this
just be
pretty
opting to
slow.
save these weapons now because it's not really a retakeable round anymore. I mean, Spike's already ticked over half of its
Yeah.
duration. We're still not even making groundway into sight. Chamber will go down, and it's another round on the board for West Fargo United, looking to be 5-0 on the scorecard now.
Did look like they saved some of those weapons. Oh, one of them goes down to the op from Jet.
Ooh, Brimstone almost had one at the end there. Will not go his way. So I think just continue on doing what you're doing for the side of West Fargo. For the side of the defenders, the economy has just been in shambles almost the entirety of the game. We see 3 Spectres yet again, 1 Sheriff coming out. Chamber will have the Headhunter to work with most likely, but so far things favoring West Fargo heavily.
I'm gonna see them take a fast execute onto B, a little slower. They're gonna clear out garage. Jet able to get a pick through the door. Flash out just to take sight.
One enemy remaining.
Gecko able to get one before he goes down.
Chamber
Yeah,
on
one
the
left
flank,
on the
alerted
flank.
by the trip. Location
Spike
revealed.
planted.
It's going to be a tough ask, and it's not going to happen. 6-0. West Fargo in command. Man, at least we have a bye for the defending squad coming up here in this next round. Some rifles.
Hopefully. The economy of Valorant is very hard to learn and grasp when it comes to winning and losing, because you could be extremely rich one round and the next you just have no money, so.
The way that NCHS has been handling their economy has been very lackluster throughout this game, though. They've had less buys than they should because they've been buying at unoptimal times, so kind of have to go back to the lab in terms of when they should be buying weapons. Because right now,
They were ready for
it has
ISO
done
and
them.
sewers.
It has done them zero favors, and they have dug themselves a hole. And now are going to struggle to get out as another fast A hit underway here. West Fargo United laying siege to the
Scanning
site and
ahead.
getting that spike planted almost instantaneously. Thrash available for a retake. But the defenders
The way
just
they've
keep
been
dropping
using
one at a time.
Yuzo. Gonna so vault. Pretty much
Good find
everywhere
for
just to
Chamber.
clear him out, back him up.
So 4-on-3. West Fargo United in trouble, or
One
in well
enemy
command of the
remaining.
round still. Chamber left alone at the heaven position. Ooh, a TP up into heaven.
Be still.
And
Wall
Super gonna
bang.
close it out. 7-0. I mean, it's looking like West Fargo are running away with this one.
Hey, you never know. They could come back by some miracle, you know?
I think it would take a couple miracles at this current given moment.
Never say never. It could happen. I've seen some games where people come back 12-0.
Only time will tell. We have a tour de force on the map for the defending side. We'll see if it can fire off to success. A beautiful jump spot from Super Hippo.
Standing ahead.
Chamber with the ult.
Tag low. Cover at back sight. Kings will find one, and it's another first blood found by the attackers. Chamber in a good spot here. Will get blinded and taken out. Defenders falling apart at the seams. It's a 5-on-2, and it seems like another round in the bag for West Fargo.
West Fargo's been taking sight very nicely. They execute it very well.
The difference in first blood on 3-site maps, I think, is like the impact is just it can't be stated enough how much it's paying out for the attacking side right now. They are consistently finding that man advantage, and on a map where you're already spread very thin defensively, being down a man is impossible. So for the side of NCHS, they have to find a way to minimize their first death ratio right now, because it's been heavily in favor of the side of West Fargo getting those first bloods and opening up the rounds.
If NCHS could just get like 2 first picks, and I feel like they'd be able to take over some of the rounds. Looks like they're gonna default with Silva droning onto A just to check who's all on there. They're gonna see that there's 2 there. ISO tries to ult them.
I like this push from Harbor. He hears these rotates happening, Brooklyn, so the defense could try to rotate and catch the attackers by time, but it just takes so long for these defenders to start moving over to where the attack is happening. We'll have to see if they can kind of read into this, but the flood is coming through garage and C long. Nobody home. It's going to be a retake scenario here for the defenders. You have a couple of ults to play off of, so right now, best situation for the defenders. Closest they've been at potentially claiming a round. But as I say it, Chamber going to find one with the operator.
Jet definitely heard multiple there.
Repositions herself nicely. Harbor wall for the entry, but the defender is still waiting so long to flood into the site, Brooklyn. They're running out of time. Thrash now coming through the CT position. Will detain
Able to
2
detain
on site.
2.
Not bad, good value, but can they capitalize on that? They're still running out of time. Flooded is good. Only 1 defender left, and they just got surgically removed from that C site.
It was a good execution, except for the fact that they did not push in with their util. They used the util well, but just didn't follow up with it.
Yeah, I mean, that was right. They had the right idea on that round, and you
Yeah.
can't really fault them too much. They tried to play for the retake. Maybe you invest that Harbor ultimate as well with the Thrash, and then things become very chaotic for the attackers, but just wasn't quite there. So defenders still at that 0 round marker, and it's another first blood found by the attacking side. It seems like round in, round out, West Fargo United finding those first bloods, Brooklyn.
I think it just really comes down to who's gonna peek who first. You know, as they say, swinger gets swung, so.
Attackers basically moving on to the A side now. 2 up long. ISO not ready for it.
Executing
And
very
like
fast
clockwork,
onto A.
the defenders are wiped away, wiped to ash, and it's only the Brimstone left in the Miracle
On their
1v5. The trip's gonna spot him though, and it does. And now
And it
he's
does.
just a dead man. He knows it. Apex Lord.
I think he's
Left
gonna
to-
try and run and save the gun.
I don't know what he's gonna try to
Maybe,
do.
maybe not.
This maybe that miracle that we need if he's gonna get out alive with this Vandal. They are
He
on
could
the
try
hunt.
and get a pick first.
Oh boy, he's in trouble.
Stim
Thinking
beacon
about the
down.
molly, stims himself. Okay, we're in spawn. Sova trying to get a dart into
Trying to find
its
him.
way back here. Won't quite, but they know the area. So Brimstone, it's a matter of time. Spots the Sova. Spray goes awry.
Unfortunately,
10-0.
not able to get him.
It has been somewhat of a cookout for the side of West Fargo United. 15-1 for Super Hippo. Berserk Enjoyer at a 13-3. 8-2 for Kings. 6-0 for Mama's Boy. And Crippy Crispy at 6-1. I mean, you name it. Everybody is frying on the side of West Fargo.
Yeah, honestly, they've been executing very well on the site, pushing together and swinging together, and it's been a very good game for them.
Here.
See a wide
Only
spread
got
from
one
the
on
defenders. And yeah, it's just one lone defender on A site. We'll see how long
Sova's
Brimstone
in a
can
drone.
keep them at bay.
Just trying to clear site a little bit. Unfortunately, not able to get the drone onto site.
Brimstone at the back of sight here. We'll see what he can offer. Chamber rotating in. Harbor trying to flank. Walking directly into the
Reaching a
crosshair
stun.
of the Chamber. Brimstone will fall. And now Chamber up at Heaven. Jet trying to dash in. Will spot him. Gecko blinds a couple, but nobody's flooding in with the blinds, so it doesn't really have any purpose. Util's gone now. We're going to be pushing in dry. Harbor has that ultimate available still. Not using it, though.
Is
3 on
ISO
5.
ready for the... Oh, he was not ready for the Omen to be up in Heaven again.
Last player
Gonna
standing.
get pushed out.
Long.
Yep.
We're not ready. We're just not ready on the defender side for any of these pushes, any of the aggression.
Last round
Rotates are
before
slow.
the switch.
And the scoreboard is showing it.
They're able to... NCHS is able to full buy this round, so that maybe we'll be able to see a little bit more action with them all being on a similar buy as each other. Reach gonna stun into garage. They seen ISO there. They're gonna push into him.
Attackers having a shooting gallery yet again. ISO swings out close, will go down, and it's another 5-on-3. Defenders nowhere close. Gonna be forced to rotate back in. You have a
Fast
couple of ultimates to
rotating.
play off of, but just doesn't feel likely.
Here.
So I'm able to get one with
One
the-
enemy remaining.
Just one left. Flanking him. Super Hippo getting another one.
Switching sides. Match point.
Right, and sides are switching, so maybe we'll be able to see NCHS warm up a little bit more. Get maybe a few rounds, hopefully. Depending on how they play out.
It's looking tough. We'll see if they can switch up, look into the Magic 8 Ball and guide them to success here on the attacking side. But I mean, so far, 12-0, no joke, showing up in week 2 and meaning business for the side of West Fargo United. Really wanting to come out and get their first win of the season. Super Hippos going absolutely nuclear. Is that
Looks like
21-1?
they're gonna- 21 and
just-
1.
Yeah, that's unheard of.
Wow. Looks like they're gonna 5-man rush A. Jet's gonna peek out, try to see a couple of them. Oh, gets picked off
Ooh.
by ISO. Nasty
Okay.
shot.
Okay, ISO.
That's a sheriff down, I believe.
We're creeping up.
2 more
Oh.
on site.
Defender already flanking. This could be brutal. On
TP's
this
out of there
backline
after getting
flank.
a couple shots off on
One
Reach.
down. Super Hippo takes 2
Oh.
before going down himself.
Gecko
3
gets
on 3.
Super.
And now
Looks like they're gonna
attackers
try and rotate
force a
off
run.
of this.
ISO's creeping back up though. Thinking about sticking around.
Chamber instantly rotates to C just to try and stop the rotate that he knows is coming. He's just gonna be holding that. Oh. Trying to jump peek
Jump
it.
spotting. Will spot and get some info. Trying to
It's like
tuck that
ISO's
cubby.
ISO's finally rotating over as well as the other Breach and Omen.
30
Yeah,
seconds
all
left.
defenders closing in on this position. Attackers are running out of time here. 20 seconds. Are they going to commit? ISO's calling him to come back to B, though. Slowly creeping his way up towards this B site. Omen's close. Will he be able to neutralize this push from bottom grass? He finds the first. 10 seconds. Bomb stuck at bottom mid. There's no time.
10 seconds.
Attacker's got to make it
Two.
happen. It's
Enemy
ISO.
remaining. Last player standing.
He goes down. Plant.
Oh,
He just gets it in the nick of time. It was close. Will get the spike planted at the
Wow.
ultimate last millisecond.
with an
Chamber
early
creeping in, though.
GG from the Jet.
Wingman goes out.
It
Chamber
may
heard
not be
I'm too
GG's.
far.
1v1.
He is only 48 HP.
Gecko has the advantage.
And he
will
gets them.
find
It's their
it.
first round. Let's go.
Wow, new half, new NCHS. They claim their first round of the game. We'll see if they can build on it from this point. Tough situation indeed, though. Quite the mountain to climb.
Gecko had that very close plant, milliseconds left before he got that spike planted. Then he was able to clutch up the round, and now they are looking at potentially going B.
We'll see a Marshall in the hands of the Chamber, trying to peek out towards Garage, see if the defenders offer anything up. We'll get tagged low and
Super Hippo
dropped.
gets one.
Good opener for the defending side. And now a wrench into the attacker's plans, looking to speed
Pushing
up
on
towards
to
A
A
site.
with nobody on site.
Gecko going for the plant now. Defenders looking for a retake setup. 5-on-4. Man advantage for the side of West Fargo. Harbor's
Looks like
up
they're
very
playing it
close to CT.
slow.
One defender on the flank. I think it's Super Hippo yet again. Has this Marshall in hand. Berserk Enjoyer will swing and get dropped.
Harbor able to get Jet picked off there.
4-on-4. Kings finds one. Makes it into a 4-on-3. Quickly into a 3-on-3.
Harbor
Flank is
another.
in. Sova goes
Harbor
down.
with 3.
Chamber in a 1v2. Running out of time for this one. Just trying to do damage at
One
this point.
enemy remaining.
Nice headshot found. Harbor will
Harbor
win
able
out.
to get 4.
Not a bad round from the Harbor.
Very good round for the Harbor, and they're able to win that one. Is this where we see West Fargo fall apart? 12-2. Looks like they're gonna go for a C garage split. They're gonna slowly make their way to garage. Get spotted by the Sova dart from garage. They're gonna rotate very quickly off of that. Jet's ducking behind the
Jet's
box,
got a
hoping
good
to get
spot.
one. Yeah.
Trigger discipline could lead to more. Brimstone goes down first. Gecko down
Able to
as
get
well.
2
Spike down.
until that
A.
Harbor gets her.
Attackers now left in a man disadvantage. Defenders pushing in quickly on the flank. We'll see if ISO can read into this. Sova hears it though. Now goes patient. If ISO doesn't clear close, it could be everything. Will swing over
Able
and
to
take
get
out the
Supa.
Sova. Omen, nice blind into the peak.
Only
Won't quite
14
find the
HP.
damage. Has that shield still intact. Playing aggressively.
Destabilizing.
Gonna take garage control. Don't think he's gonna be ready for the chamber still sitting on C.
30 seconds left.
And he's
Chamber
not.
gets the first. Another swing
enemy.
through
Chamber
garage
gets
goes
2.
down.
Spike
3
down.
on 1.
C.
Makes it into a 1v2, but will get traded. And in the end,
Defenders win.
the end result is inevitable. It is West Fargo United claiming a 13-2 victory here in week number 2. Props to them, upping their record to 500 now. So not too shabby.
Not too bad.
going up to 1-1, we saw a remarkable performance from Super Hippo, 24-4-9 on that final score. So really showing out in that week 2 performance for himself in that West Fargo side of things.
Yeah, honestly, he played very well, and honestly, the whole team played very well. They played very good together. You can see a lot of team chemistry there, and their comms are pretty good. Obviously, they're able to execute very fast on the site.
Yeah, I mean, overall, like you said, it was a team effort. Super Hippo popped off, but everybody kind of was doing their thing and their part to succeed at the rate that they did. So appreciate both squads popping out to the stream. That is the only matchup for the evening, but good news. We have an interview in store, so we aren't aware yet of who it's going to be, but we are going to head to a quick break. And when we come back, we will have that interviewee for all of you to hear. Stay tuned. A little bit more action after the break.
Life isn't one size fits all, and college shouldn't be either. The University of North Dakota is consistently ranked a best value in the Midwest. That means whatever you decide to study, you know it'll be worth it. A better job, less debt, and ready for whatever comes next. Because there's one thing we all have in common. We lead our own way.
We had an old router go out, which prevented us from sending live data to the other offices. We heard SDN might have a fix. They got our configurations, delivered a router. We were operational the next day.
That's it?
That's it.
Well, we still have 10 seconds or so. Maybe make the logo 3D and spin it fast because, the network, uptime.
Nice side B. Okay. Wait, yeah, just carry him. Put him on the pain train. Smash HP. He just yoinks that game.
Not quite able to get anything done with that. Drive possibly goes for double tap off the backboard! And able to get a score off the top.
Both are very low. I think they're both 1 HP. Doesn't know whether... Oh! Snap! TMR for the clutch!
Coming in and actually seeing all the computers filled with kids and they have on their jerseys and they got their coaches next to them, and I see direct parallels over to football.
There's just not a lot of knowledge about gamers out there. People just don't know what they don't know.
They have to develop teamwork like any other physical game does. You don't have the teamwork, you don't win.
You take a kid who never had confidence before and you give them confidence, and you can see what they can do with their lives.
Roseville will find their golden moment. 9 moments of the round. Audacity to his own demise, and Apple Valley are going to do it. They're going to be the first team to win 4 state titles.
Very close here.
Very nice spot dodge going through that. And fair! Go straight in, go wide, but Flo able to get the rebound, and Egan has a 2-goal lead right. Then it's open and it is gone. They're still on some help. We'll go in, and there you go. The Pillagers will be your MNBL 2023 Fall State champions.
Where are you going? Or maybe a better question is, how far do you want to go? And how fast do you want to get there? Now we're getting somewhere. So let's go. Let's go faster. Let's go further. Let's go beyond.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the Fenworks North Dakota League. We are back with the interviewee, but quick before that, I want to give a shout out to our wonderful sponsors here at the North Dakota stream. We have SDN Communications, Eastern Wyoming College, University of North Dakota. We have Broadband Association of North Dakota, and then we have Midco and Verbero. So a wonderful thanks to all of our sponsors making this possible and providing these opportunities that we have present today. We cannot thank you guys enough. But now, the topic at hand, the interviewee. Who is it that we were pulling from this dominant West Fargo squad? I'm sure you're all wondering. The simple answer to that question would be none other than Supa Hippo, coming off a monstrous performance. I believe the final score was 26, 4, and 9, if I was mistaken on some of those numbers. 24, 4, and 9. Look at me. Gotta Hollywood it up for the cast a little bit. Tried to sneak you 2 extra kills. How are you feeling, Supa?
I'm feeling good. Last week wasn't the greatest performance from us, but I think this week we really showed what we can do.
For sure. And you know what? I'm glad that you addressed that right away, because my first question for you tonight, Supa Hippo, was we did get to see you guys showcase yourselves in week 1, and it didn't go your way. But it was like a flip side in terms of performance and how you guys were coming out into this one. I wanted to know what the adjustments that you guys worked on as a team were from week 1 to week 2.
I mean, yeah, obviously Harvey's a great team. They played really well that week. The main adjustment we made was just trying to focus more on playing together.
Okay.
Yeah, we worked with the Fenworks coach Ethan, making different hits for each site and going through them together, and that helped us a lot, I think.
For sure. Yeah, it showed. I mean, you guys definitely seemed dialed. Seemed like your play was all coordinated, right? Whether you had your lurk being protected or somebody watching the flank, it seemed all drawn up to success. So I think the results showed it, and you guys played well tonight.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Brooklyn, go for it.
Yeah, the game seemed very liquid for you guys. You were playing together amazingly, honestly. So my question is, what were your guys' strats going into today's match?
Yeah, like I said before, just making some special site hits that we go through every time. Mid-rounding as well if that doesn't work out. Just the plan was to play together, use those site hits the best we could.
Absolutely. And I mean, yeah, your guys' util seemed in sync with your site entries, so all on point in terms of the attacking half that you guys put up, for sure. I mean, 12-0 doesn't get much better than that.
Yeah.
My final question was, I mean, obviously, you fell to Harvey in week 1, so I'm assuming that's a squad that's on your radar. What other teams are you guys kind of considering as top of the heap coming in this league?
Absolutely. I think our JV team actually today was playing Red River. They are a very good team. They got Justin, I think it's Christian and Mason. They're all very good players, but I just know we can beat them.
Yeah?
Oh, yeah.
What's the game plan? What's the game plan for the grudge match if you guys were to run into Harvey again, right? You're trying to get that rubber match, that tie up, right? What's something that you guys think you'd come different coming in after already playing a team one time, right? Because it's like it's kind of like an unknown the first time meeting a team, and you can kind of be a little bit more well prepared going into a second encounter. So what's something off the top of your head that you guys think you can do better if you are to run into Harvey again?
Yeah, absolutely. The main reason I think we lost them in week 1 is we were stalling out on our site hits, giving them time to rotate over, set up their own plays, set up their own traps. We just need to run it. We just need to run through those smokes. Smokes are they're purely cosmetic, honestly.
Right. You can still shoot at the spots, you just can't see them.
Yep.
You just got to trust the aim, right?
Exactly.
All right. Well said. Supa Hippo, we appreciate your time at this kind of concluding portion of the interview. This is usually when you get to give shout outs to friends, family, coaches, teammates, etc. Teacher, dude, whoever you got, bus driver.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know who needs the shout out, but this is your time.
Shout out to Coach Ethan, Fenworks Coach Ethan. He's worked with us the past 2 years. He's been amazing. He's really helped us all. Shout out to my mom and dad for always, letting me do what I find fun, what I want to do. I really appreciate that from them as well.
That's awesome. Supa Hippo, we appreciate you stepping out, man. Well played on the server, and we hope to see more from you guys as these weeks continue. Best of luck.
Absolutely. Thank you, guys. Have a good one.
You too. Brooklyn, how you feeling after week 2? Break it down for me.
I don't know how to feel, man, because, I got 2 of my own teams playing today. Lots of games going on, so week 2 is definitely one of the bigger weeks, just because this is just going to kind of make or break where you're at in the ranks for right now. So, yeah, this is definitely a huge win for West Fargo.
For sure. My question for you is, how are you feeling that Red River is the team that's getting called out 2 weeks in a row here? Pretty much you kind of felt this coming? You kind of knew?
Yeah, honestly.
Be humble about it. You guys are getting it done over at Red River?
Yeah. Honestly, I'm very proud of my team, and they've been putting in the work all summer. I mean, like, every single day. Don't think half of them left their room. It's kind of
respect
concerning, but you know,
it's the grind that goes in, right? You're chasing a trophy. You're chasing a trophy, and that takes that extra dedication. All right. Well, I think we've been teasing this Red River appearance enough, so I think you guys are due for showing out on stream next week. What do you say?
I don't know.
You better get it talking with your teammates.
I've been talking to them. They said no because they don't want their strats leaked. So I'm gonna leave it at that.
That's not a viable option. I hate to break that on the cast, but we're gonna we'll figure that out. I'll pull some strings. You guys are gonna be on stream. I want to watch the best teams compete. That's what I want to watch, and I think that's what the viewers want to see. So
that it is required.
I think I'm going to demand it.
Harvey.
Yeah, I think
if they play Harvey, though,
we'll see. We'll see. We'll get it. We'll get it figured out. We'll get it figured out in due time. I'll say.
In due time, yeah.
In due time. Week 2. It's still early, folks. We appreciate all of you guys for stepping out onto the broadcast today. It was a treat. Might not have been the closest of matchups, but we did see redemption for the side of West Fargo United. They improved to 1-1, and now we'll have to see where the rest of their season leads. Folks, again, thank you for coming out. We will see you guys tomorrow with League of Legends action on the North Dakota stream. And hopefully, I'm not saying I don't want to be here, but hopefully the casting intern that was supposed to be here will make her debut. So,
hopefully
for you guys, I won't see you tomorrow, most likely. But in the off chance, this is Skeptor. Hope you guys had fun. Brooklyn, thanks for being here again. You did great. And we'll get Red River. I was just going to call you guys West River. The West Fargo Red River. It was, too many names. I'm trying. Folks, have a good night. We'll see you guys tomorrow with more action.
See you guys.